You know what? That's just enough. Oh my, this was so hard. This was the hardest puzzle I've beaten in this game so far. Holy crap. I don't know why I decided to spend so long on it. I just thought, you know, it's my first puzzle of the day. I should probably end this with a win. Okay, normal grid, except there's lines inside the grid. So we really only have to bring it down half a step. But it's not that easy, right? Because the only way we can push ourselves are a full step. And actually we donk there, so that's even a bad example. What on earth is the point of this? Why does this exist? You've got to be kidding me. Just something about this puzzle feels evil. Like that there's so much space here. We're probably going to have to use all this space. And then we're going to somehow have to use this. So we're going to have to find some very specific solution. All right, well, prepare yourselves for a brain-damaging journey. This is going to be obscene. I see why we might need this now. It's because this has to do the pushing down. Yeah, like we have to use this to push the thing down. Like we would push it over and then send it down like that. Because otherwise we'll hit the corner. But I need to create more space first. Okay, so what I do is I push my whole self up and then push it over. And then I want to push it down. That's not how that works. That's definitely not how it works. I need to push myself up first. Because now I have this set up. Now I can... Yeah, good enough. Send it over and then send it down twice without harming anybody. And then, ideally, what I need to do is send my whole body up. But it's never that easy. Or is it? Well, actually, pushing it over right now is kind of good because... Oh, I can't access there. Well, here's what I want to do. All right, here's everything. I want to be able to push it up here and then, like, make it back somehow. And to be honest, we're not that far off. And then I would just push my whole self up. If this base was one higher, I guess I would actually have it. Which means that just in the very beginning, I need to push myself up one more, and then I have it. And maybe it's not that bad, so I have to go here, and then use this whole shebang. Send myself over, and then send myself down twice. And then send this over, come around. Okay, this is way less daunting than it actually is. Or sorry, it's way easier to solve than it looks. What a puzzle, though. You do have to use all that space. I mean, they didn't lie. Every single dimension was needed. It just looks terrifying at first. This one looks less terrifying, but maybe because of that, it's actually more terrifying. There is splitting, and there's irregular grid length. Well, realistically, we have to push it down with our body once, and then push it down with our head once, because our base can only go down once. So what's stopping me from just kind of push down? Oh, because I can't push it down with my body, or my head. Here's an idea. So the head that pushes this down has to be asleep at this spot. So then once the whole thing gets pushed down, the head can be here and it can wake up and then push it down. So from here, if I push it over left to or by 3, it'll be in that exact position, which is why I can push by 3 here. So let me go to here. So then let me push here. Hold on. Let me go up so I can push by 3 and then push by 3 again. And now I can push the whole thing down and send it in. Very cool. That was a neat little discovery. Oops. What can I say? My phone contacts love long cactus. 3 cactuses. And one has to make a pretty long journey. 2 of them next to this hole. You can't have 2 cactuses in one hole. Maybe it's not too bad. Because maybe I just have to push this down at some point. And I also have to, you know, push this down at some point. Don't get used to it, buddy. And then push the whole thing over. Wait, I can push the whole thing over here and then... so close. What can I say? It seems that this cactus has to make it here. This one has to make it here and this one has to make it here. Yeah, they're both down 2 over 4. And this is just over 2. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure both this cactus and this cactus... They either both have to be pushed down with my head or with my body. It can't be one with head, one with body. Because whenever you try to do the body one... Well, if you try to do the body one, it'll fail unless if you do the head one first. But that's what I tried to do before. Like, I tried to start like this. Wait, does this not work? I swear I did this before. I swear I did that before. Oh my gosh. It felt like, yeah, I did this already. Why would I go do it again? This is why I repeat, things. Because sometimes I think I've done it before in my head, and it's helpful to actually play it out. Okay, what is your deal? This time you can push by 3, which will be helpful for the rightmost cactus. I almost want to maybe set it up like here. Can I push it over 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I am legally allowed to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. And the reason why I want to do this, I want to set up a thing where this gets pushed by 3 and 2, and this gets pushed by 2 and 2. How would that work? Because this would just get pushed by 3. New plan. I mean, this gets pushed by 3 and this gets pushed by 2 and 2. You say, duh. But I say, I mean, it's really not that easy, right? And maybe I push the 3B first. Like maybe it's one at a time sort of deal. Because maybe there's a world in which I can push it with my head, then my body. Wait, that pushes by 1. Oh, what the? You can just send this by 1s in. You can slide it in for all you want. I mean, what I really want to do is, right, just get this head out of the way by 2, so I can just nudge this in. So what I would have to do is set this up at this distance, push here first, and then push here, and now I can make it in. There we go. Cool. I took a like 1 minute break in between piecing everything, or coming up with the individual ideas and then piecing them all together. It was just useful. I really needed to calm myself and figure out what's important, what's not. This one looks kind of fun. So there's a 2 push, a 3 push, and a 4 push. And this needs to go over 4, this needs to go over 8. This needs to go over 6, and this needs to go over also 8. I almost want to start by getting these 2. I'll do a double 2 push. I'll do a single 2 push, because then I'll bring this in for another 2 push. But I'm kind of stuck right now. Yeah, well, the 3 push doesn't help. I mean, it gets 3 of them. But then the 4th one, I mean, it just, the other cactus never gets got. Is there any way to use the 3 push, or is that really just the bait? And a 3. That was a 2. This is the 3. Is this the only 3 push? Wait, which means there isn't a 4 push. Oh. There's no way to push it 4, so there's only 2s and 3s. I guess what needs to happen then is that I need to get all 3 of these cactuses to become 4 away, and then I hit all 4 of them. It's like, okay, here's my thought process, right? So I do this whole lineup, and it's not a bad setup overall. What I would love to do, actually, would be to loop around this side. Why loop around this side? Because what I could do is I could make this shape, push from down here, and then make it up to the 4 cactus. But, again, my base is in the way. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even get this cactus. I just went around it. Maybe I could do that for both. Like, maybe I could start by pushing around here. By 3, actually. Hold on. Maybe that's exactly the number I need. Because now I could push here. And then now I could loop around it here. And now I think if I get them all by 4, we get there. Cool. Not too bad at all. Well, we've gotten almost everything in this area. And now, I'm sure you all are excited to see what lies ahead. However, it is time to begin the Cactus Gauntlet, the hardest part of the game for me, returning to the levels I have previously skipped or written off as too challenging and tackling those. The ending will be much more satisfying only if we have conquered every level. Now, this one is tricky, right? It's got weird slanted grids and strange pushes. This has a push of down 2 over 1, and this one has a push of up 1 over 2. And combination with some push up 2s, we have to get the cactus over 2 and up 4 total. When I tried this the previous time, all I could really figure out was I had to get this cactus to be somewhere on this little constellation here. Probably located where my head is right now, because then I could walk up and punch it in, basically. That maybe is manageable. Because what I could start with would be something like this. Not really helpful. What if from here, I actually did a push in this direction? What I could try is maybe sending this whole thing down, because now it's on the grid. But the thing is, after I push in this direction always, I will get physically stuck. And what sucks about returning from here is I can't push again because I'll donk off that corner. So there's really a lot going on here. What if I send myself up twice like this? How does this change anything? Probably doesn't. And actually, what I wanted to do was only to go here. Why? I want to push it over twice and then send myself down. Also twice. And then really, nope. Absolutely not. Just keep sending myself. But maybe something from here could be interesting, right? But I still can't push myself up. Again, the donk. It's a bad, bad donk. I'd have to go here. So what if the first push in that direction didn't even do anything? What if I start here? So the first push won't help, but then the second push will. Oh, hold on. Yes, okay, that's not so bad. Let's go. All right, had the right idea, had to just see it through. Way easier than how I tried it the first time. Knocked that one out of the park. We now only have, and actually I think it's quicker if I access it this way. We only have levels in mountains plus remaining, 2 of them, but it's kind of 2.5. I'm here, right. I want to do it in order. Because what I want to do first is do level 2. Now, this is a disaster level, or at least at the time I thought it was, because it's like, wow, there's 3 islands. But now, since then, I've beaten a level with 5 islands. So I'm sure this one won't be so bad, but it's still going to be challenging. 1 cactus needs to be pushed over 2, or I guess now it's 1. The grid is normal here, so we really only need to push it over 1, and then the other cactus needs to be pushed down 1 over 1. Theoretically, it should be simpler, but we actually have a long distance to travel. This is one of those things that is not that easy. I mean, there's nothing fancy I can do in the very beginning. It seems like I have to start by splitting, unless if I really want to push over my tail, which I don't think I do. I think splitting is mandatory. Now, I just can't tell if I push with this head or this. Maybe I push with this head. Maybe there was something I was missing here. Because this at least lets me have so much more space on the bottom. So much more space. Well, I can at least turn and go here, right? That's what's important. Because I can push this over 3 and then send it down with this. So maybe there's a merit here. Yeah, maybe there's some merit. It's just the shape is a little off right now. It's like I want to push here sort of deal. And then go. If only like this corner was in somehow. I don't know how that would happen. Like if this corner happened to be folded in this way, if somehow this wasn't here. What I could just do is push down, and there would still be cactus here, wouldn't there? I guess what I have to do is push down, then push over? No, that doesn't make sense. Like, there's a wall and cactus here. What am I missing? Well, one thing I could do at some point, which is kind of interesting, is send myself over this way. Which might allow me to, like, get in here and make it work somehow, but it doesn't matter. Like, the cactus is gone, so I can't even think about the specifics until I do it. If I start here and then make it over here, I can push it over, and then I can use this to push it down. Oh, how did I not do this yet? What? Was I must have been close to that. You know what happened? I sat in silence for literally 1.5 minutes, and that probably just reset my brain to factory settings, so it became smart again. That's crazy. Well, I hope that continues for the potential final set of levels we have to go through. The final boss, at least for me, of Cactus game. We have this! It's a 2-part problem. First, we must access the level, featuring the most inconvenient split of all time. Like, what is this? We split off, and we go left, and then we have to send ourselves right? Good God. At the end of the day, we have to be able to push over twice. Now, what I noticed is if we push over twice to the right, we will have this part of our cactus here hit this barrier. So I'm thinking we start by pushing up. Okay, cool. Not bad. But I want to do things a little bit differently. I actually want to start like this. Why? Because when I split, I would actually like to be able to access this area. What I almost want to do is push here, push down. Why? Because I want to bring my head over here. But I can't really push to the right now, can I? It's funny, right? It's not even that easy. Because if I do push to the right here, I physically won't be able... No, I could actually make it a level 5. No, I wouldn't. I would have cactus body covering it. Oh, that's awkward. So that's interesting. If I start by pushing here twice, I can at least push myself over and then push the whole thing down. Or I could use this to push the whole thing up and then escape through here. So if I could send it over twice, that'd be perfect. Can I use this to help? Almost. Because then I could send this over part of the way there. So like I almost want to push down here. Wait, if I bring this to here, use this to push down, and then use this to... Oh! Come on. Alright, at the core of it, there is one major problem. Getting a cactus head past itself. I desperately need a new way to approach this level. If I turn this around here, and I make this whole push over... You know, I did mention a cradle method forever ago. Oh my god, that's close! What? But I wonder if I can do it without having this bump. What was this bump necessary for? It was necessary for sending us up. Can I still have the bump, but change up the base a little? So, what I've changed is I've left this space open for a cactus to go through. But I don't know if that's any good or useful. It's just kind of there. Oh my god, it's so close. Wait, what about the double cradle method? Just expanding on that idea. Give myself even more space. Then I just need to make fewer pushes? Does this really change anything? Oh my god, it does. Doesn't it? Because I can access here. Wow. Wow! Wow! I hated this so much. This was by far the thing that took me the longest this game. Crossing this gap. I always thought about trying to be efficient, but I never once thought about trying to be inefficient. Try to take up as much space with a simple action as possible instead of a little space. Because the more space lets me do more things. What is this level? It better be worth it. It better be so worth it. So this is a journey of, you know, probably two heads dealing with two separate cactuses. I assume what needs to happen is that you need to kind of get over here. And the whole thing needs to be sent up. But it's really not that easy. Because what I think I actually want to do is this. Why? Because I'd like to create a little bit extra space here. And I'd like to send the whole thing... That's incorrect. This way. Up. And then I wanted to send the whole thing over. Hold on, I'm doing this wrong. I mean, I wanted to use this. Use the other cactus on the left to send this head to the right. Which still might be doable. What I need to do is push this way first. And then send the whole thing over. You know, to the right. But how do I do that? I actually can't do that right now. I'm going to back this up a little bit to when I split. How else can I change how it splits? Can I change how it splits otherwise? Yeah, there's no way I can push besides using this. What if now I try to push up? Then I'm never getting pushed to the right. That's a whole huge mess. I still think this shape is necessary. Just hear me out, alright? I almost want to loop around here in this direction first. Send myself up. Oh my gosh. Send myself over and then up. Why do I keep messing that up? I need to do it like this. Over, up. And I would love to go over, but there's a couple problems with that. Is it possible to, like, go over here first? Yes, it is, because now I could send it up. But first, I gotta, again, create space. Why do I keep doing this? Send it over first, send the whole thing up, and they're both in. Nice. Definitely easier than the journey to get here, but still a tough one, that's for sure. Definitely a bit of a process. I'm sure my commentating skills going down the drain. So what do we have now? Oh no. Oh no, what is this? It's just a level. Oh great. There's 2 splitter offers. Of course we're not done with this. Although this is the overworld level. If I complete this, this should be the end of the journey, but by God, what a journey this has been. Now, thankfully, there's not much to do. Let's just take the path of least resistance and see where that leads me. What if I split here? Why? I don't know. I'm just seeing some stuff right now because what I want to almost do is have this little grabber kind of grab the cactus and bring the whole thing over and then have a head wake up and push the whole thing down. So maybe we do need to just push down and the way it splits doesn't really matter. Like push down twice, have this up here, and then push over again. Thing is, if I wake up, this head is just gonna go to sleep. I can no longer push with you. You could really choose to send this down, like here, and then have you up here. So this gap could fit here now. It's like I'd have to send you over and send you up, but then I can't send it over. I've had this problem before, haven't I? Alright, I gotta take a bit of a reset here. Again, following the path of least resistance. Because I stopped doing that the first time when I should have kept going. So I guess I gotta change the order of which I do things. Like maybe I do a 1 push thing, even though I could push twice more. So I can push now, and now I go down. There's gotta be some point where the push is successful. Let me set you up here, have a wide target. Because what I want to do is push you over twice. Come down here, push you up twice, and then push you over and push you in. Cool. I got caught up. I started doing the right thing after changing the parity, but it seems that making a wider gap was exactly what I needed to get it done. I think I'm gonna see what lies beyond. And who knows if this will be the end of the game or if there'll be something extra out here. Let's see. Alright, another journey of Cactus. Jump! I potted myself. Oh, lovely. I have finally earned my place in the Cactus Valhalla. What a cute ending this is. Room to grow. Honestly, great game. A challenging but fair puzzle game. I would say this is definitely easier than a lot of other puzzle games I've played, but still very good time. And if you enjoyed me watching me solve these puzzles, I would highly recommend checking out some of the other series on my channel, like Snakebird, which is the spiritual companion to this game, if I had to pick one. Although the mechanics are very different, it involves long but cute creatures solving hard puzzles. Basically, exactly the same dopamine hit you could get from playing this game. So yeah, that's Room to Grow. There's nothing else to play in this game. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next puzzle game series. Peace.